What if a single assassination could change the course of human history? What if one war wasn't enough and the world had to go through it twice? Over 80 million people died across two global conflicts. Entire cities were destroyed and empires collapsed. This is the complete story of the world wars. At the beginning of the 20th century, Europe was already on edge. Powerful empires like Britain, France, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Russia were competing for power, building massive armies and forming alliances that could drag everyone into war at any moment. Nationalism was rising. People were proud of their nations and ready to fight for them. The world was a ticking time bomb. Then, on June 28, 1914, everything changed. Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo. What seemed like a local event quickly turned into a global crisis. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Russia stepped in to defend Serbia. Germany declared war on Russia and France, and soon Britain joined. Within weeks, the entire world was at war. Germany had a plan to win quickly, but it failed. Instead of a fast victory, the war became stuck. Soldiers dug trenches across Europe, and what followed was one of the deadliest stalemates in history. Life in the trenches was brutal. Soldiers lived in mud, surrounded by rats and disease. They were constantly under attack from artillery, and machine gun fire. Poison gas filled the air, and many suffered not only physically but mentally. The conditions were so harsh that surviving a single day was considered luck. This war introduced new and terrifying technology. Machine guns could kill hundreds in minutes. Tanks rolled across the battlefield. Airplanes brought combat into the sky, and poison gas created unimaginable suffering. War had become industrial and far more deadly than ever before. By 1918, the war had exhausted everyone. Germany was running out of resources, and the Allies launched a final offensive, forcing Germany to surrender. But the end of the war did not bring true peace. The Treaty of Versailles placed all the blame on Germany. It forced the country to give up land, reduce its military, and pay massive reparations. This created anger, economic collapse, and a desire for revenge conditions that would lead directly to another war. In the middle of this crisis, a new leader rose in Germany, Adolf Hitler. He promised to restore the nation's pride, rebuild its military, and reclaim lost territory. Many people supported him, and under his leadership, Germany became stronger and more aggressive. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, and once again the world was thrown into war. Britain and France declared war, and World War II had begun. This war was even more destructive than the first. Germany used blitzkrieg tactics to quickly take over large parts of Europe. Meanwhile, in the Pacific, Japan expanded its empire and attacked Pearl Harbor, bringing the United States into the war. Some of the most important battles in history took place during this time. The Battle of Stalingrad marked a turning point. D-Day allowed the Allies to invade Nazi-occupied Europe and slowly push back German forces. By 1945, Germany was collapsing. Adolf Hitler died, and the war in Europe came to an end. But the conflict in the Pacific continued until the United States made a devastating decision. Atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, destroying entire cities and forcing Japan to surrender. The Second World War was finally over, but the world would never be the same. Millions were dead, cities were in ruins, and a new global tension began. The Cold War. The creation of nuclear weapons changed warfare forever, and the United Nations was formed in an attempt to prevent future global conflicts. The world wars reshaped borders, governments, and societies. They changed the way wars are fought and how nations interact with each other. Even today, their impact can still be felt across the world. 2 wars, millions of lives lost, and one question remains. Could it happen again? If you want to understand the world today, you need to understand the past. Subscribe for more content like this, and let me know. which story you want to see next.